Good morning. Today we are doing common question and answers. The first part of two parts. This is for class 8 grammar. So in this video we're going to learn how you ask some important questions, okay, and how you, if you are asked those questions, how you answer them. Okay, this is an important topic because it not only helps you in your from an exam point of view, okay, when you have to write dialogues, it also helps you conduct a basic conversation. So the first question that we're looking at is what is your name? Okay, now in these next few slides, in this slide and the next few slides, you'll see that there is some text in red and there is some text in blue. Okay, the red text pertains to an informal situation. The blue text pertains to a formal situation. Now, what is this informal formal? Informal is when you're with someone of your own age, okay, someone whom you've met before. For example, your sibling, your friends, your cousins. Okay, the formal situation is when you're either with someone whom you've never met before in your life, okay, or if you're with an elder person. So in the informal situation, when you're asking someone for their name, you will say Comment tu t'appelles? Comment tu t'appelles? Okay, if you have gone through the previous videos, you will know that t'appelles is the present tense of the verb s'appeler, which is to call yourself. So Comment tu t'appelles is what is your name in the informal situation. In the formal situation, you would ask Comment vous appelez-vous? Comment vous appelez-vous? Okay, they both mean what is your name. It's just that the red one, the tu, refers to the informal situation, whereas the vous refers to the formal situation. Now, how would you answer this question if you were asked it? You would answer it saying Je m'appelle followed by your name. So, for example, Je m'appelle Max. My name is Max. Or Je m'appelle Linda. My name is Linda. So, whatever your name is, you will just have to say Je m'appelle and then your name. The next question is how are you? Okay, now this is a little complex, so look at this carefully. In the informal situation, you can say Comment ça va? Comment ça va? Okay, it's not exactly how are you, it is how's life or how's it going or what's up. Okay, things like that is Comment ça va? You can shorten it even further by removing the comment and you can just say ça va is how's it going, what's up. Okay, now the answer to that would be the answer to Sava is Sava itself. Okay, but the way you say it differs. So if you're asking it as a question, it is Sava, but if you're answering it, it would be Sava. Okay, your tone should drop when you're using it as an answer for it's going well or life's good. Okay, if you want to say something a little more sober, okay, you want to say pas trop mal, not too bad. Okay, it's okay, it's not that great, it's not too bad either. So pas trop mal. This is how you deal with this question in the informal situation. In the formal situation, okay, when you're with your boss or when you're in a conversation with your parents or your grandparents, Comment allez-vous? You can't ask your boss what's up, right? You'll have to say Comment allez-vous is how are you? Comment allez-vous? Okay, the answer to that is Je vais bien, merci. I am fine or I am well, thank you. Et vous? What about you? In the formal situation, you will always return the question by asking the person how they are. So je vais bien, merci. Et vous? I am fine, thank you. And what about you? The next question is about your age. Okay, this is important not from the point of view of asking, but when you have to answer mostly. When people ask you what your age is. So, how do you ask the question, what is your age? There are two ways in which you can ask it. In the informal situation, you can ask it as Quel âge as-tu? Or it can also be asked as Quel est ton âge? Quel âge as-tu? Also, Quel est ton âge? In the formal situation, okay, it is quel âge avez-vous or quel est votre âge? Quel âge avez-vous or quel est votre âge? The question means the same. How old are you or what is your age? In formal situation, these two in red. Formal situation, these two in blue. Your answer is the same structure. J'ai so and so ans. Okay, for in this example, j'ai 14 ans. I am 14 years old. Please make sure you are using the verb avoir here and not être. Okay, in English it is I am 14 years old. In French it is I have 14 years. It's like I have 14 years of experience that way, okay? But you use the verb avoir and not être. This is a common mistake. Students use the verb être here and say je suis 14 ans. That is wrong. You have to use the verb avoir here and say j'ai 14 ans. Now, the next question is qui est ce? Qui est ce is who is this? So supposing I bring someone into the room. You are seated in a room and I bring someone into the room. Okay? And you don't know that person. You would ask me qui est ce? Who is this? Now this qui est ce goes for both singular as well as plural. Okay? When you're asking who is this, if I bring one person or if I bring two people, the question remains the same. Qui est ce? Who is this? Or who are these? Okay? The question is the same for both singular as well as plural. Now, the way you answer the question will differ based on the singular and plural. So, if you're answering for singular, okay, assume I brought Virat Kohli into the room, and you will say Virat Kohli, C apostrophe EST, when you're talking about one person. Okay, say Virat Kohli. For one person, you will use say. For two or more people, for the plural, you will use ce sont. Say changes to ce sont in the plural. Ce sont is these are. So supposing I bring Ronaldo and Messi into the room, okay, your answer will not be say Ronaldo et Messi. Your answer will be ce sont Ronaldo et Messi. So qui est ce is the question for who is this or who are these. Your answer will be say if it's in the singular and ce sont if it's in the plural. The last question for today, in the previous slide you saw qui est ce is who is this. Now if I bring something into the room where you are seated, you will ask what is this, right? You will not ask who is this. Who is for a person, what is for a thing. So if you want to ask the question what is this or what are these, again the question does not change according to the number. The question remains the same for both singular and plural. So your question for what is this is qu'est-ce que c'est? Qu'est-ce que c'est? When you say it a little quicker, it becomes qu'est-ce que c'est? Okay, qu'est-ce que c'est is what is this or what are these? Now, just like your answer for qui est ce changed for singular and plural, your answer for qu'est-ce que c'est also changes in the same way. For this is, for something singular, you will say c'est, and for something plural, you will say ce sont. So, c'est un livre, this is a book, or ce sont des livres. These are some books, or these are books. So, when you're talking about one book, you will use c'est. When you're talking about more than one thing, you will use ce sont. For singular, c'est. For plural, ce sont. For both the questions, qui est ce and qu'est-ce que c'est. This wraps up part 1 of common question and answers. See you soon in part 2. Thank you.